Pam. Pamalicious.
Hi.
Hamster.
Hi, Mike.
Pamadamaling dong. How are you doing? Listen, Pam. Is this tie befitting of an FHE leader?
Michael.
What
I
is
have
it,
the
Dwight?
report.
What is it? What?
You'd be
Do we
very
have to do this
interested
right
here.
now, Dwight? Do we have to do this right now?
It's very important.
Dang it. Okay, dang it, Dwight.
Okay. As instructed, I followed Mike Orgill last week during the designated FEG hours, and I caught him doing homework during that time. I stayed in a tree and I watched the perp because I knew he'd turn on the TV or some other form of entertainment and make his omission from FHE completely unnecessary.
Very good.
But wait, it gets better. He was then visited by a female, and then the interdigitation began.
Interdigitation, what?
Holding hands.
I knew it.
It was a non-member. Should I tell the bishop?
Orgill.
Jan?
No. This is fastened testimony meeting material.
As assistant FHE leader,
Assistant to the FHE leader.
assistant to the FHE leader, Michael is giving me the special mission of tracking down sinners who miss FHE without an excuse. FHE is a commandment, and those who don't are going to hell. The Schrute family never missed an FHE, and ours weren't the pansy ones you find in the ensigns. Once, I was beaten by my siblings with a bamboo stick. I never drank a caffeinated beverage ever again.
I'm Michael Scott, the FHE leader, or dad as they like to call me, because these are basically my children. And my calling is the most important in the ward, just as important as that of the bishop. You see, these people have suffered through 3 hours of jokeless, boring meetings the day before. And it's my job to turn that completely around and leave these people with a good impression of the church. Sound impossible? Pretty much is, but not for Michael Scott, FHE leader. You see, people come to me every week and they say, Michael, if it weren't for your hilarious FHE, I would have left the church this week. There you go. There you go. That is why my calling is the most important in the ward. Stanley, what's up, my brother from another mother?
Michael, how late are we going tonight?
As long as it takes, Stanley the manly.
Michael, I need to know. I have homework to do, and I'm not staying until 11 o'clock like last week.
Chill out, G. Chill out. Last week we learned about the laws of Leviticus, remember? Those are pretty important.
Yeah, I did not need to hear a review of the laws of Leviticus.
Stanley, those laws are serious. And I'll bet you stayed away from betrothed women this week.
Yeah.
That's right.
Michael, we really need to end before 11.
Why did you come? Who invited you here?
Michael, I live on campus.
Toby, just go home. Just go home. No one likes you. Just
You know
go
what?
home.
You really hurt my feelings.
Angela!
This is my friend Xiangling.
Chanling, good to meet you.
Michael, he's an investigator.
If you're thinking of having Angela as a second wife, we don't do that anymore. Second wife.
Michael, I need to have a talk with you. Alone.
Jen, wow, you sure are forward tonight.
The bishop sends me here to keep track of Michael. The last time someone tried to bring a friend to church, he gave a lesson on the glory of Kolob. The next thing you know, he is Kolob, and while he stands in the center of the room, we all have to rotate around him.
Hum, 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 hum.
He then tries to bring a tub of water in and force them to be baptized that night. Pretty much I'm just trying to keep Michael from being excommunicated.
Anne is the FHE coordinator, or grandma, as everyone likes to call her, probably because she's strict and boring. You see, her job is so that we don't have any fun here. If it were up to Jan, we would teach our FHE lessons out of the ensign. That's ridiculous. Do you know how boring that would be? People would fall asleep in the middle of FHE. They would die of boredom and break their noses on chairs. Last week, there was an investigator that came to FHE, and I wanted to show these people what the real gospel is like. So I brought in a tub so that they could be baptized in a blaze of glory. That is what FHE is all about. But no, Jan had to come in with her rules and her regulations. Oh, they haven't had the missionary lessons. They need the bishop's approval. They need to know what the name of the church is. We didn't see that investigator ever again. Probably because they looked at Jan and said, look at her rules and regulations. I don't want to be a part of that.
Ray Romano wasn't even at FEG.
So I told Dwight last week that the Jehovah's